Hey guys, this is Easton from Olympus Airsoft. Welcome to our first episode of Tech Tuesdays, and today we're going to be breaking down a Krytac to the gearbox. So your first step is to take out the body pins. You're going to need a 2mm Allen key. Now the rear pin can be a little bit tricky because it is smooth on this side, so you might need a pair of pliers to grip around it. But as soon as you get the screw out, you can just pop these body pins out. And the lower will slide out from the upper. Just set that to the side. So there's your gearbox, and if you want to break it down farther, slide the stock out as far as possible, and then you're going to pull up on that. Okay, just pull up right here on the stock. Now it could be kind of difficult at times, so pull really hard and then the stock just slides off. Here's your wires, obviously. Okay, so your next step is to remove the buffer tube, and we had some difficulty. You need a pretty long screwdriver to do this. It's actually a Phillips head in there, but this flat head worked, so I'm going to put a flashlight in my mouth so I'm not going to be able to talk.
We could probably fast forward that.
Yeah. What's going on? So once you have the buffer tube unscrewed, you're going to want to take this fuse and kind of smush it like that, just to get it through the buffer tube, and then push your screw out of the buffer tube. There it goes, it just dropped out. So now your wires should be able to slide through. Just like that. Take your sling mount off. The next step is to remove this motor grip. It's a Phillips head, medium size. Make sure you push down on the plate because the motor has a spring on it that will push up. Sometimes it sticks. So now your motor plate's removed and you can disconnect your motor wires. Once those are disconnected, you can remove your motor. Sometimes these are pretty stuck in there. This one is not. Okay. So there's a couple screws down in the bottom of this motor grip, and you're going to want to remove both of them. So once your screws are unscrewed, you can take your motor grip off and it just slides out. But make sure that you don't bend these because they are pretty frail. Okay, the next step is to take out the mag release. Uses a small type Phillips. So your last step is to remove this pin right here, and I'm using a 1.5 millimeter punch and a screwdriver, but they can be pretty tough to get out the first time, so you might actually need to use a hammer to do this. Okay, your last step is to take a 1.5 millimeter Allen key. That's the one that fit best. Although I had to take a standard set and kind of get it loose, so you might have to do that as well. So just take this ambi selector off, just unscrew this screw. Okay, so once you get the screw unscrewed, you just kind of wiggle it off and it comes off. And then your gearbox should be able to come out. Might take a little bit of finesse. There you have it, guys. How to disassemble a Krytac all the way down to the gearbox. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for next week when we actually get inside this gearbox and see how it all works, see all the parts and everything.